and Neoma 12 pillars ye ase. I mean, being an economist, you know, say to implement some of these projects, we have resources. It can be capital, it can be labor, it can be everything. From the kind of economy we have,
Obi, wait, I say, oh yeah, assume fidia mama pokasi etisika so comedy. But on the more serious note, yes. Obi, the biana meka Ghana for say from 1970 edebepem eneya metiwenimi. Sika nkwa ayire free omanyimu a yentumi account for. A kwan bi so your friend no capital flight no.
Yes.
Ebro $50 billion. Ode eno to nchen a emu nkwa yekra edeba omanyimu. Ene fla esam okaboma ekọ $1 billion afibia. Eno nkoda nchen ye omanya you produce oil. And so ye net importer of oil products. Enti afibia ye boka more than $1 billion ekra gas oil at the Baumaimu. E can 2 million metric tons. Enti sanyo meya mambobo bosi se o reverse no now to make katino into half umpa. Or bear say $20 billion to begin with. Na sa $20 billion no edo so chain budget you could read your parliament. We will increase the tax. You are just plugging systemic leakages and you are reversing unnecessary importation. Into sikanka obepone na odi akoma bruni no afieti ekuafo botum bosia enka obekwa akobo every IMF yakwa 17 times are still Ghana enye ye no afi unko bossa abosia ni biem.
But Hubert Senyame ya domina o boss Nana Kwame we need the next election by a president. In him say this government will present their last budget in November. That budget would run at least into 2025 for the first quarter of 2025. Yeah. The new administration be present to our first budget around April, May. Muho baby. At that time, Neomana washe Ghana for Bonina, they would expect to see something some more. Yes. I'm not too sure that 20 billion will be available to you by April in 2025.
Well, definitely not in 2025. Now we are very much aware, say, Nyameya Dom na Ghana for so etie asempa. We are going to start with just about $11 billion, according to budget penny for Ediababe to Ghana.
Yes.
Na enyoma mebubo so make us say o plug systemic leakages ubenya no. Sa enyoma no follow within the budget no. So no. And if you're gonna spend $50 million, mema example. If you're gonna spend $50 million to establish a distributed ledger infrastructure or technology for all government procurements, now they blockade $1 billion of losses into corruption corruption. Apart from 11 billion nanke wo budget ni muno. So no. Now, according to Auditor General's report, no, and 1 billion you lose in corruption, it came 4 billion. So, you are spending, you are purchasing and making investments, every more returns are quadruples. If you spend 50 million to create infrastructure, now we'll save $1 billion, 2 billion, 4 billion. I think it's worth it. And those are some of the things, the first things that you plug leakages, you know. Na afi ya start here fresh.
A free more with some sika. I am interested in Pillar 1. But even before say me busao about Pillar 1, you are a young man. I mean, say no mind in the air cano. And so share the young men of this country and women. I mean, by the time on free university, some of them join test contain on university campuses into Onya free school are they transition into mainstream politics, joining either MPP and NDC. why the new force? At then of all the attractions, I mean the NPP, the NDC attraction, no, you decided to join the new force. I didn't hear.
Obi, me that say no question here will be say. Now, first of all, no, everyone I'm working in Western, na me can test con ho.
Okay.
Na your co test con meeting na. Ubehwe na okoye soluku ne jamashie ne yi sabro na deputy minister finance.
Okay.
No taba hopa onesamia uku no ne ade.
Okay.
Inti metna say dream one and me say, is this really where I want to be? Inti after I began to search for baby me sha me de me ho kwa a bit to me abwa o mine because I am altruistic in nature. Enya me nko me ho na me dwene.
Yeah.
Inti ye duadua mu a and ye free be synchronicity. They all dwene no obi nso odwene the same thing. Into the universe in its own intelligence, once a nede, no mobile beshia. And me obin so I am attracted to people with high intentions and are committed to skillful execution. And I think that is the best quality of Nana Kwame Bediako. Oshe adan we see Ghana now share the perfection no. Utimuzo you be a dear fair and he stands for excellence. Enti me hu se ye nya obi sa ebedi oman so a ebeboa Ghana ye pa. Yeah.
Going close to because for him to make you the lead economist, no, meaning say if he decides to build a youthful cabinet, for example, you would be considered for a very high cabinet position. I would want to believe say and all of that. Do you think that there is something about him a Ghana for inhui intina ebia? I don't know the level of acceptability of him amongst the Ghanaian people. But ebia si hu sa de na ka Ghana for would readily accept him. Bibi won hu aye hu ya na.
No kre. Nana Kwame Bediako, my friend is a Ghana for nyina nwa panyi. Ewo qualities bia dodo na no enya hu here. But Ubena Ubehu said he's the most compassionate human being you can ever find. Or any pebi or juni nipa hopa na okona juma mu a obia bedia dance. Oni mobia problem or jumanim.
Oh.
And he is willing to go all the way through with you. Na me no nya me nwanwa because nipa bia oba na tete no or pick it sa qualities ni and to said you see don't mame any idea all these are signs are actually say papa we dwene nipa ho yeah but the biana me ka say ideas alone are not enough. You need refined thoughts. So refined thoughts no enu ni stage a eya na yempanimfo no enwene nkudru omudru idea stage na no mapim because idea stage no nkwanu timi score on political points but anya political points no na yedi bu man e was so move called refined thoughts nim na refined thoughts no e bi ne say o ko establish factory and I say industry baby a say who the demographics of the area because adia na o de ko ho no enipa to ho ebia the age bracket near 45 to 65 wa na edi ahoden na omode kwa akoye adwuma ewo ho na sa mistake we no enye aban a woso yinko na aye from the beginning of independence a de besine no yempanifo no bebre aye sa mistakes no just to score political points enti ebani trima no or the factory no akosi baabi se be ya nipa bebo ni ye so no enti any 4 years any 3 years na ade no gu because business no yet sustainable. But when you have a businessman why is successful for the last 25 years he understands deeply how these things work. It will need that when you see how they are relocation, you know. Sir, this is the kind of consciousness your day it's Nana Kwame Bediako message no it borders around ownership and control
of your resources
to
benefit the
Ghanaian people. Ownership and control. So when to me and control now I'm onia, you can have all the resources in the world, but unye.
And that explains your situation as a country.
Sanity.
Because we don't control our resources.
Debbie.
And that is the paradigm I'm say shifting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So see, I mean, say American government is thinking of building Bitcoin reserves. American government. So, and there are many other governments, Germany, they are all going deeply into it. Na Brunino, obedadao, no, I'm making advances. Bear 30 years ahead of you. Or we are no about the two for say, this is what you have to do. So, it's no, Nana Kwame Bediako, 18 more. Ebi America said, you any park, or ebi 35 from So, this is the new consciousness, Yadeba. Because they don't want to look into other areas. But and also soon a bit to me well leapfrog a because baby I want to cast a from baby America no more shall say near ye that. You need a new maybe I'll be dredging as soon well leapfrog. Now I tell me catch it up kakra. Oh, and see, and only idea friend is say nyansa and I say intelligence. Ye cast will be nyansa and me say the person has an uncommon advantage of multiple perspectives. And
I think one of those perspectives would be something Norway has done and done very well, which is the National Sovereign Wealth Fund.
Absolutely.
And Momo say it's the new IMF.
Obi, and me possible say Singapore there when you step into the shoes and Yomakoye, Nagana and Guana will step into the shoes I think say they don't have the political will to develop the country. And you don't care about the country. I think so the political party machinery now baggage Inti urini power na the number of people say o settle no a dozen year pa and until you proposing lean governance, efficient governance model ne sanyo
and mo look at ministers be saying
12 ministers.
12.
Yes.
12 ministers.
12 ministers.
And the Mubenya minister back in charge of every pillar na.
Obi, you're very smart.
Oh, that's the idea.
That's the idea. Enti pillars na ya bobosu ni nyina no ministers na ba beda no.
Ah, that's interesting.
Ministers na beda pillars na no. Na oma make sure say you to me a deliver.
I think I was say you sign Emma Obabaki bill. And then we go into the rest of the pillars, na ye BMA Magana phone unite to me at I think we have to feed the Ghanaian people with all the alternatives, the options, so they can make the right decision. This is a really, really interesting document. Who can more try anyone?
But the main idea, no, Nana Kwame Bediako.
Anyways, males eba, why a vice president that eba be a president. Mahama by why a vice president be a president. Nanado for the best part of the adult life, no, was in the trenches, frontline politician, if you want. Baumia I vice president or person be a president or some level of experience politically. Mahama the same. Nana Kwame Bediako doesn't seem to have that. So political governance in this country without our experience, you think he can be successful? Looking at how a political system,
well, you need experience in politics to become an excellent politician. But an excellent politician is not an excellent leader. An excellent leader, no experience in life, and he has the ability to put brains and minds together and allow them to function. And not politicians because so you're a politician, career politician, or consciousness a job for the boys. So no, ye di power ni we are a choir me for so me position. Because politics is about loyalty. But business enters business about what works. And business more about idea meritocracy. And no ne adrenia Nana Kwame Bediako edeba. And is the more reason in tia as a Ghana for a try no.